Well, we're going to be shipping Lightworks, a free version of Lightworks in the next 5 to 6 weeks. That's our plan. And people ask us all the time, why are we going to give away Lightworks? In fact, we just hired more developers to work on Lightworks. So why are we going to give it away? And why are we going to make it an open source product? Well, we're very familiar with open source ourselves. We use a lot of open source software in our own products. And we think there's a good business model for having an open source project. You know, when you make something open source, everybody is free to add to it and to support it. We think we're going to make money and thus be able to continue supporting Lightworks by being the people who understand the product the best. We're the ones who created it. And so there's a business model for us. We make control surfaces for Lightworks, and if a lot of people start downloading it and say, oh, this is a great program, I wish I had that control surface, you know, we're going to make some money selling that. Making money is not an evil thing, by the way. You know, it takes money to keep developing a product. Our interest in Lightworks was that, you know, it was a great editing product, and it really fell into tough times, and we didn't want to see it disappear. We thought, all right, what's the best way to bring it back? And the best way was to bring a large community into the programming part of Lightworks. We don't have enough resources as a company to hire 20 or 30 or 40 developers to make Lightworks the great product that it's going to become. You know, it's a good product now, it can become greater, but we need a big community of people to do that. But there's still something in it for us as a business. Well, you know, Editshare is growing as a company. Our product mix is very complete now. We offer all elements of workflow. Now that we've absorbed Jeeves, we have a great ingest product, a great playout product. We have a product that's very appropriate for work in OB trucks and in studios. And so now, in combination with our database media asset management product Flow, with our Editshare storage, with our archiving product line archiving and backup, we really have something that is a complete workflow. I was a professional editor and producer and director for 25 years. So, you know, I know there's a lot of tendency to say, let's just let anybody edit. You know, reporters end up editing nowadays for the news, and there's a part of me that says, oh, that's a little bit sad, you know, because editing is a craft that people learn, and so I don't want to see web-based editing as an excuse for untrained people to do editing. On the other hand, web-based editing is a very powerful tool for people to participate in the editing process. You know, you're filming a documentary or a feature out in a remote location, and your executive producer wants to see what you're doing, and if you can upload your rushes so that they can see it, well, you know, they can participate in the process too. They can give you another opinion. I've been in production environments where, you know, you get so involved in what you're doing that you don't see the big picture, or you can't tell, is this actor doing a good job, or is this scientist who you're interviewing really coming across? So making material accessible on the web is not a bad thing. It brings more people into the process. So you know, as long as we don't lose the craft to editing, I think web-based editing is great.